Yeah, hi Steve, good to see you.
Yeah, hi John, how are you, mate?
Not too bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here we are, YouTube, our very first session,
Yep.
or as they say in the computer world, snippet.
Okay. Do they say that in the computer world?
They
do
say that in the computer world, a snippet. Yeah, something you were saying to me last week about living in abundance. You put that on your wall, is that right?
On your wall? Or?
On your wall at your house. I wrote it
Oh,
out.
yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Yep.
What was that about?
Just to bring things into your life that you want into your life. Yeah, and to accept it.
Tell you what, mate, something you said last week which really struck me was, this is free. This is our first time, as you know, that I've already said.
Hi there.
Yeah, this is Steve. He's my next door neighbour. My name's John Bourne. Okay, and Steve's got to help me with my what do you call it? YouTube page.
Channel. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
YouTube channel.
Help you with helping others and helping us, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So what do you see as some of the main issues facing people today?
I think they're caught up in the so-called matrix, way of life, where they don't even have time to think about anything outside work or all the problems that they've got. They don't really take time to even look at themselves or know themselves. That's what I think is the big problem today.
So people have got that black hood on, or that we're talking about as well, the veil.
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah, yeah.
Caught up in work, they're busy chasing money, different stuff like that. Is that right?
Yeah, caught up in everything externally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the material world.
Okay. Yeah. Something you said last week. You said there's two types of people in life. I reckon there's people that work for themselves, and there's job people. Okay, people that get jobs.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with either.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with either. It's good to know where you are, though. I'm not a job person. I'm a self-employed type person.
Yeah. Well, it gives you freedom, doesn't it? So.
Well, it lets you be creative, and you can do what you like without being told what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Not even to ask for time off and all that. But yeah, like you say, neither's bad.
No.
We all need to have the currency in our lives to pay the bills and other things. It's just the way it is, isn't it? So.
It is just the way it is.
Yeah.
But we were talking about some heavy-duty shit last week, like talking about sexual abuse, we're talking about alcoholism, we're talking about negative type of things. And what I was doing when I was talking to you was saying things like, how does someone change? And something that I have been thinking about is that though we're talking, and let's say it's a cat, we're a little bit enlightened, okay, and we're on the right path. It's like there's a hell of a lot of people that aren't.
Oh, that's for sure, mate. Yeah.
I mean, they're not even there. They're not even on that road yet.
No, they wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, they wouldn't have a clue. So one of my purpose is to assist people in getting them onto the right, or getting them onto a road that's full of the good things in life.
Yeah, yeah.
Laughter, compassion, love, and all those things follow love,
Yeah, getting the people that maybe, hopefully, are searching for something outside of themselves, don't know what, maybe.
Yep. A lot of people don't know. If you don't know where you're going, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you start if you don't know what it is you actually want?
Yeah, yeah.
People do tend to be stuck
Or
with.
you've got the blindfolds on, and you sort of walk around in circles and.
Oh man, there's so many people. Yeah, alcohol puts the blindfolds on. Marijuana does. I'm not saying I'm anti-alcohol, or I'm not saying I'm anti-marijuana. I think anything in moderation's okay. However, these are just tools that keep us in the dark.
Yeah.
Keep the veil on.
I guess it's not to let those addictions rule your life, eh?
Yeah. Well, I like the veil, That's what is it spelt backwards? Evil.
Well, it's an anagram of evil.
Oh, it's an anagram of evil.
Yeah.
The veil.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing is, it's it's your right. There is only there's positivity in life in our response to things.
That's right, exactly. You can either dwell on the negative or
be positive.
Or be positive, eh? Because what was I saying to you last week? That depression is looking back. You look back, it's history. You're looking back at depression, and anxiety is looking at the future, not living in the now. So one
eye on the past, one eye on tomorrow makes you cockeyed today.
Yeah, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easy to remember, eh?
Yeah.
One eye on the past, one eye on tomorrow makes you cockeyed today.
Yeah. That's right. We should be looking straight, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like the hair. I used to be a counsellor, okay? I'm not now. I haven't been for a number of years, you know. People would say to me, they go, oh, how do I do it? You know, how do I stop taking heroin? How do I stop drinking? How do I stop gambling, whatever? And a good anagram for it, if you like, is how, the H-O-W, how, honesty, O, open-mindedness, W, willingness.
Yeah, that's right, willingness, absolutely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when someone says, how do you do it? And what's the opposite to honesty?
Dishonesty.
Yeah, so dishonesty, then denial comes in, eh? Because no one likes to put their hand up and go, hey, I'm a drug addict, or I'm a criminal, or I'm a stripper, I'm a prostitute, I'm unfaithful to people, I'm not loyal. No one likes that.
No.
They won't put their hand up to it.
Yeah, and people probably make excuses as well.
Another great way to keep in denial is to make excuses. It's something I would say is, oh, got the house, you know, kids are all right now, they haven't been to court. So my standard was, as long as I get one house and get, you know, the kids don't go to court, I'll be all right. But it's so little to ask for. I mean, I was so small-minded.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking a lot bigger about things.
Yeah, and also I guess people blame other people for everything.
That's denial again.
Yeah.
By not owning what's yours, it's I've been to court, not recently, but say years ago, I went to court for selling marijuana and growing it, and I'd be very annoyed with the informants, okay, and I'd blame them for a few weeks or a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd even get murderous in my thinking. However, when it come down to it, I was responsible for getting caught.
Yeah.
Because I did it. I made a choice. I made a choice to go with things I thought were good, but they weren't good at all. I was under that veil, you know.
Well, you're willing to take the risk, so you have to take responsibility if you get caught.
Well, that's right.
So
most people don't know.
No,
they love blaming someone else for everything.
Yeah, that's right. You get sick of hearing it, eh?
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
It's always someone else's fault.
That's right, and it's not though. I'm responsible, you know.
Well, we create our lives.
They've got these sayings in these books. They've had them for a long time. Like we create our own reality.
Yeah, it's so true. I believe that 100%.
It is. We create our own reality. Yeah.
And when you're in the flow, you can actually create. It's noticeable how you can create your own reality on a daily basis, even. And also, you've got to be careful of your thoughts that you don't even, because you can create bad things as well. So you be careful of your thoughts there.
Evil things, mate.
Yeah.
You can create evil things just through your thinking, for sure. Harm and harm to other people, which is terrible, you know. I mean, I must admit, I've done some horrible things in the past.
Well, to give you an idea, this happened just yesterday. Like this last week, I've had great synchronicity. I've had great flow. Things have been happening. I haven't been stressing about anything. Just been, as an example, you know, how am I going to pay for my mortgage? Blah blah blah. Money just appears. But I've been thinking about this one particular guy. I won't say any names. And for some reason, it just keep popping in my mind. And then yesterday, down the beach, just looking at some blackberries and stuff, and there he is down the frickin' beach. After years and years not seen this guy. So I thought, I've got to be really careful what I think about. It applies to everyone. So yeah.
You had unresolved feelings. You didn't feel like giving him a big hug and saying, hey, I forgive you, life's great.
No, not really. No, I don't want him in my life at all.
Okay,
I
well,
guess that's,
so that's okay. We have the choice to make those sort of choices, you know.
Yeah.
Not everyone's good, man.
No, but it was just, I've got to be careful, because if I keep thinking about this guy, I know he'll become more and more in my life. I don't want it. So you know what I mean? So I've got to be really careful what I think about with it. So good thoughts, that's great. You can bring abundance and money and things to your life, but you also got to be really careful about negative thoughts, because they will also come into your life.
Totally.
Yeah.
So how about your son then?
Oh, he's great. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I noticed when I was up there today, you've made that. He's got his own space and his own little room, his
Yeah.
own little studio.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he still wants to hang out with Dad at the moment, so that's cool.
Yeah, how old's he? 10.
He's 11.
11.
Yeah. So I actually took him for a walk today. I'm trying to get him back to nature, take his mind or focus off Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because everything's Pokemon, everything's the frickin' phone. So I thought, oh, I'll take him up for a hike, good hike. But he was grizzling up at the end of it because he had wet feet and all that. But do him some good.
Oh, of course it will.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
the world of good. Your heart's in the right place. You're looking at you're on the right track.
Yeah. And it's good for me too to get out back in nature. I think nature's a big part of it, that we sort of, everyone loses touch with nature.
But it speaks to us, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're part of it, And
Oh, you just have to look outside. I remember once I was going through it. I ended up in the nut farm for, I don't know, 60 days or something.
Wow.
It's quite a big story, really, but I'm not going to tell you about it. It'll be boring. But anyway...
doesn't sound boring.
well, I'll tell you about it one day, but not today, really.
Yeah.
Because it's too long. But basically, someone that was visiting me says, John, stop looking inside. Look out, And then when I did, I did look at it, and you'd have to be stupid to think that we just appeared or came from the frogs or
absolutely.
the fish.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
have
yeah.
to be. It's like there must be some higher power. And I'm not religious, okay, but definitely I believe in the universe. And when you ask for things, they come.
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying. With negative stuff, you can ask for those things right back in your life.
Yeah.
So we have to take charge of our thoughts, and then we take charge of our feelings and our behaviour, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever been murderous?
No, but I've had things happen to me, and people around me have become very murderous and wanting to get revenge back on certain people. And I'm like, hey, no, I don't want, because I've never wanted to lower myself down. I've never wanted to get to that point. Yeah, and I've had some bad things happen. I've lost a lot of money, and different things like that. So, but no, that's one thing I haven't done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I have been. I've been murderous probably 3 times. I was sent by the courts in 1984 to Hammer Springs for, back then it was like 3 months, and there was a group of people that I hated, and they told me up there that they said, hey, you have to let go of your resentments, John.
Yeah.
And so every day, this is true, for probably 4 years, I'd be sitting on the toilet or whatever, and I'd just say, oh, hopefully these people, I hope, ask the universe that they have a great life and that things work out for them. And after now, I don't even care. And I stopped caring ages ago about them. And what I found is that the best form of, I don't want to use the word revenge, but the best form of revenge is success.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be successful, though, one needs to change and get on the path and follow that path of love,
It's interesting that you just said you did it sitting on the toilet, because the toilet's the throne.
It is, isn't
It's
it?
the best place of thinking. Sometimes you get the best ideas and things like that. So, yeah, it's interesting that you...
Every day, mate, that's when I lived in Christchurch.
Yeah.
Got out of Hamner Springs, met someone in there, broke all the rules. You're not allowed to pair off in treatment centres, but I did, of course. And when I lived in Christchurch, when I'm from Dunedin, and stayed in Christchurch for 2 or 3 years, and it was great. The best time of my life, really. Drug-free, alcohol-free. I was going to 12-step meetings. It was fantastic. Really was.
Yeah.
It was the best time of my life. Really was.
Yeah, well, that's where you're clear, aren't you? Clear of mind.
Clear, you're motivated. As another friend of mine said to me on Christmas Day, he goes, I call it getting my ducks in a line.
Yeah.
And I thought, I heard that 1,000 times, mate. That's not your saying, but I didn't say it. I said, oh, yeah. Getting your ducks in a line.
Yeah, the universe is in a line.
Yeah.
Same thing, eh?
Well, you can't keep what you have unless you give it away. What that means is what we're doing now is we're giving something away. Like that how. If people are watching now, it's like how, remember, honesty, open-mindedness and willingness. And the opposite to honesty is dishonesty, and with dishonesty is denial, So that doesn't apply to me.
Yeah.
Or that's
Yeah.
his problem. Or a chap we were talking to the other day, no names, he started saying, well, I'm not really an alcoholic. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't know.
Okay, but I noticed it. And yet he said to me lots of times, hey, I'm an alcoholic, you know, just like you, John. Like, and I, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously he wasn't that forthcoming, you know.
No, that's right. You've got to accept it. That's half the battle, isn't it? You know.
Accept it.
Yeah.
See, of course it is.
Yeah. If you deny it, then it's like you know, I love some of these old sayings like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's true.
Isn't it? So
You can take people to 12-step fellowship meetings and they never want to go back again, or you can take them to our YouTube here and they can think, oh, everything that he's saying is just bullshit or it's whatever, you know. But
That's
in fact,
right.
it's free. So if something's free, giving it away, and you know, there's no advertisements or anything like that. It's just you and me sitting here talking, really.
you're going to attract the people that are on the frequency that you want.
That's a good one too, mate. I forgot about that. Frequencies.
Yeah.
Definitely tuning in, eh?
Yeah.
Remember that guy in the 60s, late 60s and 70s, Dennis Leary, was it, in the States, a professor?
Oh.
He used to take all the trips.
Oh, yeah. I don't know a lot about him, but I've heard the name.
Yeah. He's anytime there's TV shows and that about the 60s, he's Dennis Leary at Woodstock or whatever, you know. And he had that saying, you know, tune in, drop out, tune out and get on or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
Tune in, something.
No, drop out and drop out, yeah.
Yeah.
Very negative.
Yeah.
And here he is tripping right off his head, and at that time I imagine he was doing it regularly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it wasn't, and it would be very strong LSD too.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, that's not a good thing to say.
It's
more like plug in to the power, you know.
Yeah.
Plug in, you know, liven up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and you know, get on board, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It was an electric universe, isn't it, too? So that's interesting.
That's right. That's what they say too.
Yeah.
There's so many books out there now that are fantastic and that are, you know, they're bestsellers all over the place. And it would be impossible to talk with each other without things coming up that have been in these books, because my information comes from years of experience in counselling, plus reading and personal life experience, you know?
Yeah, and that's how we all learn from each other, from the greats of before, you know. And one thing I'd like to say though is, as you were saying the other day, you know, there's all these great books out there, but a lot of them are sort of still based on fear. They still talk a lot of negativity. And
false evidence appearing real, yeah they do.
And I believe that now, because the frequencies on the earth is increasing, you've got to dispel all fear and negativity. And that's what I was saying to this guy the other day, and so I don't come to me with your negativity. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm starting to get quite sort of abrupt about it. I don't want it. Don't want to hear it. So just shut up. Don't talk to me about it. I'm sorry, mate, but that's just the way it is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Here's another way to say it. I really like it when you're positive.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So instead of buying into his game by saying, hey, I don't like that negativity and being abrupt with them, it's like change the focus totally. And you have the power in you to do that.
Yeah.
And the power is through love and getting onto the right frequency. So instead of being like him and focusing on his negativity or buying into it, it's like, I really like it when you're positive.
Yeah, yeah.
See where I'm coming from?
Yeah. No, that's a better way. That is a better way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, it's a different way.
Yeah.
But it's keeping things positive, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, positive all
and
around.
It's practice. It's practice. It's practice. You know.
No, that's right. Yeah, you got to keep yourself in check. Hey, we're always trying to sort of do fine tuning.
Yeah. The thing is though that the universe is like it's got to go back. You've got to think something anyway. So you might as well take charge of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, I was reading this book once, and it says the first 2 minutes in the morning can determine how your whole day's going to be.
I believe that.
So you wake up in the morning and you've got someone screaming at you to get up, or you've got an alarm clock, you know, thump, thump, you know, ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That can stuff up your whole day.
Yep.
And if that happens, get back into bed and get yourself up again in a nice calm
really?
way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can replay it, you see?
Yep.
And your body doesn't, and your thinking or subconscious mind doesn't really know that it happened or didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
so things happen anyway, regardless.
Rewind, press play.
Yeah, rewind and hey, that's a Steveism, mate. Rewind and press play.
Yeah, no, I actually heard that from an old mate of mine, but yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what's his first name?
Eric.
Oh, well, it's an Ericism.
Yeah, it's an Ericism, that one.
Yeah. Rewind and press play.
Yeah.
You know, I like that.
Yeah.
So, what's the feeling like now here?
Yeah, good. I like it. Yeah, it's nice and relaxed. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this what you expected it to be? Talking on Facebook?
Yeah. I mean, it's the first time I don't even like having my photo taken, so it's quite a big thing for me. But I'll get more and more comfortable, and as time goes on. So I think this is a good start.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, totally a good start.
Yeah.
Because what I want to thank you about is giving me the courage, and because I was frightened, my fear came up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, what have I said I'm got to do now? You know. And you said, hey man, it's got to be all right. You've got a lot of information, and it just seems like you got no one to give.
Well,
it
you're
to.
positive, and you've got good information. You can help a lot of people, and you've got a good buzz. You know, good frequency.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you reckon I'm getting in tune?
Yeah. I think you're getting in tune. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, well, it's all about love. Love is the highest frequency anyway, isn't it? So you're coming from a loving place.
Yeah.
Loving.
If you don't want to do harm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're not doing harm.
No, we're doing the opposite.
Yeah.
And like you say, you're going to get those trolls and those people that are very negative, but you just take no notice of them. You don't buy into their crap, basically.
Well, there's some interesting people out there, and I'm sure we'll learn a lot
Yeah.
from those people trolling through the internet. You know, taking the time to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
And you know.
Yeah. No, exactly.
See what happens, eh?
Yeah. Sweet as.
Yeah. All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll end it here, eh? How long's it been?
Yep. No, that's probably a good length. Maybe it's been 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So that's enough for this week, and we'll do another one next week. How's that sound?
Sounds good, mate.
All right.
Sweet
Thanks.
as.
Yeah. And we will get deeper and deeper into things.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.